This is the CHEO Telethon.
This hour of the CHEO Telethon is brought to you by La Una.
Welcome back. The pandemic has changed kids' lives in many ways. Learning to cope with change and loss has been difficult for many.
CHEO has seen a surge in child and youth mental health issues, including increased care for eating disorders that is up over 200%. Joining us now is Melanie Merkley, child and youth counselor in the mental health unit. And Melanie, we've often heard that this was a case of two pandemics, and that secondary pandemic was really mental health issues for many, and kids and youth were really hit particularly hard.
We have. Yes, so it was a really challenging couple of years for us, absolutely. CHEO was very fortunate, actually, our eating disorder team, to have been given 3 extra beds. So we actually had an opportunity to grow over the course of the pandemic from a 6-bed unit to 9 beds. But even at that, we have managed to remain full, those 9 beds. And even at one particular time, last summer, I believe, we had about 20 some odd eating disorder patients actually admitted to the hospital. So there are that many patients still needing admission to the hospital. So that was really staggering for our team.
That 200% number is unbelievable. Are there things that you can point at as causes? I'm sure the pandemic did not help. No, the pandemic was really, really detrimental to our youth, our children, across the board. But for our particular eating disorder population, I think that isolation, the social isolation, and the lack of structure and routine really drove patients towards social media. And we know that the internet in general is full of misinformation, and certainly the social media is no different. And I think, our kids, our patients are exposed to all this misinformation around nutrition and health, and it sort of leads them to more and more disordered eating, and are more entrenched with their eating disorders. So that time alone and that time spent on social media certainly didn't help at all. We also know that social media is sort of a breeding ground for competition and comparing, and our kids are looking for validation and the likes, and so the pressure, I think, was exceptionally high throughout the pandemic for our population in particular.
Very tough on our kids. Melanie Merkley is a child and youth counselor in the mental health unit for eating disorders. We thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, we want to head back to Leanne Cusack with another wonderful check. Leanne.
Thank you. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome Tara Lynn Hughes from TD to our telethon for CHEO. TD has been fundraising for CHEO for more than 25 years. What a relationship, Tara Lynn.
Hi, Leanne. Great to see you. You know what? I am just delighted to be here on behalf of all of us at TD Bank Group. And you're right, all of our folks at TD, along with our customers, we have been fundraising for CHEO for over 25 years. And, we do that because we all know what a special place CHEO is. And we are so incredibly fortunate to have this world-class health organization right here in our community.
Tara Lynn, you are really good at fundraising. You and your team at TD, you have brought along a check for...
The big reveal. I know, it's so exciting. On behalf of all of us at TD and our customers, we are thrilled to share that we have raised over $231,000 this year for CHEO, and we are so proud to have been able to play our part in this year's telethon.
Thank you so much. That was red like a banker. Delicious, beautiful, generous. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Leanne, and just have a great telethon, everyone.
An amazing number up there.
We are having a great telethon, yes.
We are.
Some great numbers, but it isn't certainly great for everyone out there. It hasn't been over the last couple of years, and sometimes just getting through the day can be difficult.
You tack on the pandemic, that feeling of isolation can take a very big toll.
Joining us now is Kirsty Roche and his mom, Michelle. I want to thank you both for being here. And Michelle, I just want to start with you and a little bit of background, because you've had to use the services at CHEO quite often for a number of different reasons. Tell us a little bit about the history there.
Well, first off, hello, and thank you so much for having us. This is my son, Kiers, and Kiers has been going to CHEO since he was 18 months old. So he's been going there for 9 years. So he definitely is no stranger when we walk through the doors. Some of the clinics that Kiers has went to has been the ophthalmology clinic, the chest clinic, respirology clinic, the sleep study clinic, ENT, endocrinology, nephrology, hematology clinic, and the pediatric medicine clinic. So Kiers has definitely been to a variety. We're happy to say as of this year, in the last year, Kiers has been cleared from 3 things. He no longer has to worry about ophthalmology because he had corrective eye surgery on both of his eyes.
Excellent.
And the surgery was successful. And after wearing the glasses for the last 9 years, we're happy to say that it's good. He's good to go. He no longer has to wear glasses. So that was a nice relief. Fall last year, he got cleared from his penicillin allergy. So that was a huge celebrating moment for us. And then just recently, Kiers got his sleep study test done, and he's been cleared from his sleep apnea.
Okay, so some real good positive things there, but then in the last couple of years, the pandemic and isolation rears its ugly head. And how has that made health challenges that more difficult to navigate for both of you?
Yeah, I would say in the last 2 years, we definitely have had our challenges, as of many, I'm sure. We had to go through that feeling of isolation where we had to adapt to all these safety measures and restrictions put into place. We weren't able to see family and friends. In December 2020, Kiers encountered a mental health crisis, and we had to be put on waiting lists. We had appointments canceled and bumped. So that was a little bit frustrating and overwhelming, and also, put a lot of fear into us because we didn't know how to deal with the mental health crisis.
But it's
ourselves.
Such a tough thing, obviously. I just want to bring Kiers in here before we run out of time. And Kiers, can you tell me a little bit about what you feel when you start to feel anxious, or what you've been feeling kind of through the day when you've been coping with this?
When I become anxious, my body feels it. I get a pit in my stomach. I feel unwell and achy. My mind feels scared, worried, nervous, and overwhelmed. I get panicked and feel jittery.
Yeah, those are really tough things for adults to deal with too, certainly, and let alone kids. Yeah. I'm glad you guys are able to get some of the help you need at CHEO, and I'm happy that they're there for you. Thank you both.
Yes.
Jill and Kirsten, that's a story that you're hearing, of course, more and more frequently.
200% up, an incredible number on one part of the mental health issue. Time for another miracle match.
This miracle match is sponsored by Modern Niagara.
We're going to go back to Stefan Hughes, who, in addition to trying to keep Matt Scooby in line, has all these other responsibilities. Steph.
Yes.
So much responsibility. That's a lot of work. Anyways, Modern Niagara is Canada's leading contractor for mechanical, electrical, integrated building technology and building services. Thank you, Modern Niagara, for sponsoring this next miracle match of $10,000. Let's slide over into the fun zone.
Well, it's like slide. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go. Start the clock, shall we? On this $10,000 miracle match. They're going to come fast. They're going to come quick now as we are into our final 2 hours here on the CHEO Telethon. Where has the day gone? Goodness gracious.
I don't know, just too much fun.
Flying by, but you know what? If you haven't yet, be sure to pick up the phone and call 613-730-CHEO. 613-730-2436 here in the next 2 minutes and 40 seconds because we're doubling your donation. We're at the top of the hour, first miracle match. Let's just bring you over to the board to recap for you how it works. If you donate $10 in the next couple of minutes, it's going to turn into $20. If you donate $25, it's going to turn into $50. Even if you donate $5, we know that the cost of life right now is expensive for everyone. If you only have $5, you can donate that because it's going to turn into 10 because of Modern Niagara, who is sponsoring this miracle match. No amount is too little right now. It's your opportunity to help out everyone at CHEO. We talked about the stories about mental health. We know how dire the need is right now for some of these kids at CHEO. The Ghost Girls, how much time do we have?
2 minutes left in this miracle match.
Two. Just in case you didn't know, 2 minutes. There's you 2 minutes to pick up the phone and call right now. All it is, you just have to do this. Like, Steph, yeah, I'd like to donate to CHEO. Okay, that'd be great. Oh, perfect.
Thank you
Yeah,
for your
I'm going to
donation.
donate $20. Perfect. Okay, here's my stuff, and we're done.
Done.
Just like that.
Yeah.
That's as easy as it's going to be because these people behind us are answering those phones right now. Right now.
Gotten busy.
Busy? When busy, everyone is talking. I think everyone that we have on the screen is having a conversation right now.
$10,000. Make sure you pick up the phone and call. You know who else has donated? The Lions Club of Chesterville. We want to give them a big shout out.
Yep.
Donated more than $3,000. They are challenging other Lions clubs to donate as well.
Yeah, which is a great thing to do. Thank you to the Chesterfield Lions Club for that. And you know what? Hopefully they did it during a miracle match.
Yes,
because
double that money.
That's a huge double donation as we get to talk about that here in the next little bit. So Cam, we got to go back to Cam to find out how much time we have left in this miracle match.
There's 1 minute left in this miracle match. Donate now.
You heard the man. Donate now.
Now. Don't wait. Don't do it. You're gonna run out of time by the chance you have another opportunity to do it. So give us a call right now. Why wait? Why do it?
Or CHEOTelethon.com. You know, maybe
there's so many ways.
Maybe you don't feel like you're in a talking mood today. That's okay.
Right.
Just log online, make that donation.
Easy
we'll double
to do.
it up for you.
We're
Miracle
doubling
match.
donations online too, at least at this point too, right up until $100,000, which is wonderful. It's certainly another easy, as Steph just mentioned, opportunity to do that. So we certainly do appreciate that. So Joanne, what was that?
$10,000.
$10,000. No, 100 online too? Oh, it's okay. Making up numbers now. What day is it? What time is it? I'm just going to make numbers. This one is only $10,000. Online it's something else, but don't worry. It's okay. You still have time to get in there right now. 10 seconds. Call the number. If you're in here right now, then you're going to be able to do that. See what they do when they let us do numbers? See, it's like they're all together. It's okay. Our thanks to Modern Niagara for sponsoring this miracle match. We have a bunch more opportunities, though, in the next couple of hours.
All right, guys, thanks so much.
Not that they would know anything about not being in the talking mood, right?
That's right.
Those
Yeah,
two?
they can't really relate those two. Yeah.
We're going to go back to Leanne now. Leanne?
It's a true pleasure to celebrate some bear buddies and share some bear magic. This is when a bear named Brickley helps our sweet CHEO bear, Daisy Aurora, from the Brick, is here to explain. Really wonderful to see you again, Daisy.
Nice to see you as well.
You have been such supporters of CHEO for such a long time. Please tell us how you have done this.
So this is our 9th year. Basically what we've been doing is selling these lovely Brickley bears, masks, bags, and socks, and collecting direct donations from customers that are coming in, doing drives. We've also set up some donation stations as well.
CHEO Bear is really, really excited here and grateful to your Brickley Bear and to all of your clients who have supported CHEO. You have brought along a check for
$67,438.
Let's get the bear wave going here, Daisy. Let's do that. Thank you so very much on behalf of the children at CHEO.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Brickley.
All right, thank you both. Well, emergency departments are increasingly becoming a primary source to obtain mental health services for children and youth.
To learn more, let's head back to Steph-Ann Keys. Steph?
Well, right now we're so fortunate to be joined by Megan Moore. She's a registered nurse with the crisis department over at CHEO. Megan, welcome to the telethon.
Thank you for having me.
We are so happy to have you. I'll get you to start off by telling us a little bit about your role and expanding on what you do exactly at CHEO.
So I'm a registered nurse. I work out of the emergency department, and I'm part of what we call the crisis team. So our crisis team is made up of registered nurses, crisis intervention workers, and child and youth counselors. And basically, we see kids when they come in presenting with a mental health concern as their primary complaint, and we chat with them, see what's going on, and figure out what we can do to support them.
We've heard from so many medical professionals who have let us know that mental health has become so critical during the pandemic in particular. Is that what you're seeing as well?
Yeah, it's been pretty busy. We're seeing a lot more kids than we typically see. I think the pandemic has, it's made it really hard for kids to go to school and have a regular schedule and engage in all the activities that help them on a regular basis. So it's been a tough time for them for sure.
And when you intervene, what is part of that crisis management?
So what we really focus on is, assessing safety and assessing the risks that these kids are facing. And then our primary goal is to set them up with resources and make sure we can take care of them and help them and get them on the path to healing their mental health.
We're so happy to hear about the work that you're doing. I know there are a lot of families in our region that are battling this, even if they don't have to come to CHEO directly for those resources. But what do you want the donors to know about the impact they're having with their dollars?
Oh, it's huge. The mental health program is growing and expanding daily. There's so many new things coming, and we wouldn't be able to do that with the support of the Ottawa community and all of our donors.
Is there something that you'd like to see progress-wise in the next 5 years, if you could have your wish list of things for your department in particular?
I mean, I wish we could have like 50 more mental health beds for the kids to support. And, I wish the wait lists for all of our resources were a lot shorter. And, that's something we're working on. It takes more professionals to get involved and more money, of course. But I think, we're making progress.
Most definitely. And we're going to try and make that happen for you and encourage everyone to give. Megan, thank you so much for this.
Yes, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Amazing stories, more of them coming.
We are going to try to make that happen. We're going to go back to Matt right now at the phones. Matt?
Yeah, we are certainly doing our best to over the course of the afternoon. Want to thank everyone who's donated so far, everyone who's watching too, including my boys. Big shout out. Hi, Asher. Hi, Leo, who are watching the CHEO Telethon right now. Hi to all of the kids who are watching us. Kids, if you're watching, tell your parents right now, or if you're with your other family members, pick up the phone and to call us, 613-730-CHEO, to support this amazing, amazing place in our community. You can do that right now. These people are a little bit busy. We're going to go stay hydrated. Coming back right back at you.
I'm Asher and Leo's favorite, though.
Are you?
Pretty sure.
Of course, yeah. I think, yes.
We're going to go back to Leanne now.
Thank you. This is the time when we thank the gamers out there, those gamers who turn their screen time into fundraising for CHEO. It's always a pleasure to introduce the goodness behind Extra Life. Chris McPherson, Peter Matwiak, and Rob Peace, who are guild members, volunteers, and gamers who, over the past dozen years, have raised how much for the kids at CHEO, Chris?
$500,000.
And you do that how?
Gaming marathon sessions, basically 24 hours, 5 hours, you name it.
And you have so many members who are so keen to give. What does it feel like to be involved, Rob?
It's just, it's amazing.
It's amazing for us as well, because you have brought along a check for how much this year?
Thanks to everyone who's participated, $113,000.
That is absolutely incredible. Please keep up the good work that maybe isn't work. Maybe it's how you get away from work, but we sure appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic numbers. Wonderful to see that. Well, longtime patients at CHEO often find the transition from a children's hospital to adult care can be stressful.
To make that easier, the hospital has a mental health initiative that looks after both the heart and mind. Here's Jackie Perez.
From the moment she was born, CHEO has been an essential part of Heather McMurdo's life.
I was born with a heart issue.
At just 10 days old, McMurdo had her first of 6 open heart surgeries, 5 of them at CHEO.
My hardest goodbye is going to be to my cardiologist. She's been with me since day one, Dr. Lee. I love her. Saying goodbye to Dr. Maharaj is also going to be hard, just all the doctors.
Soon, the 17-year-old will be graduating to the University of Ottawa Heart Institute.
I'm nervous and excited. I don't want to say goodbye.
Helping with the transition is CHEO's Youth Coping Skills Group, dedicated to those ages 13 to 18 dealing with a cardiovascular issue.
So we'll start as usual, okay?
Counselor Inga Bonenkamp leads a small group virtually. The goal to develop coping skills that address the anxiety and stress surrounding self-care, living with a chronic condition, and transitioning into adult care.
Bringing the youth together in a group is, I think, the first step to, make them feel that they're an experience, that they're not alone. Big breath in, all the way down into the belly.
Teaching techniques and strategies like meditation and breathing exercises, each person also given the chance to virtually connect and share their experiences in a safe environment.
Sometimes when you're with your close friends, like they know your story and they know like what you've said, but they really don't understand what it's like to have to go through surgeries.
We're experts at treating their hearts, their heart disease. But we have to remember that it's more than just the heart, that we're overall interested in overall wellness for our kids.
The support group was born of an initiative and need identified by the cardiology team at CHEO.
A lot of our patients come to the cardiology clinic visit feeling very stressed and tense about what's about to happen. Any way that can help those children and youth cope a little bit better with their cardiology clinic appointments is in everyone's best interest.
CHEO says a program like this would not be possible without the help from donors.
Okay, I brought the smiley ball. You guys know him by now.
McMurdo recently wrapped up a 6-week session, adding though it took some time to get comfortable, she's grateful for the program.
Knowing that there's like people with similar issues in like cardiology really wanting to reach out and help us and like thinking about us during these difficult times has been really nice.
Well, we are going to throw now to another miracle match.
This miracle match is sponsored by Giant Tiger.
We love this part of the show always, and once again, let's go to CTV's Stefan Keys to guide us through the miracle match. Stefan.
Thank you, Graham. Community involvement is not just a part of the Giant Tiger mandate, it is a passion of every store owner and manager. They've been there for our community, and they are here today to support your CHEO with this next miracle match. And I want to welcome Jessica to the telethon.
Thanks for having me.
Jessica, everyone has a slightly different take on what motivates or inspires them to support CHEO and give. Tell us yours.
Well, as you mentioned, all of us at Giant Tiger are so passionate about CHEO and the wonderful work they do in their communities. At Giant Tiger, one of our core values is to do what's right by our customers. And one of the ways that we do this is by giving back to the communities that we call home. As an Ottawa-based company, we've been a partner with CHEO for more than 30 years. Through various initiatives, and we are proud to be here today and to continue our partnership through to 2022. We all know someone who has been touched by the services and support of this incredible organization. The difference that CHEO makes in the lives of families, not just within our region, but beyond, is simply incredible. We want to thank CHEO for all the hard work they do to support their community, and I encourage everybody to donate in the next miracle match, sponsored by Giant Tiger. We'll match up to every dollar pledged up to $10,000 today, which is pretty incredible.
That's incredible indeed. We want to thank you for your longstanding support of CHEO. You know, you're thanking CHEO, we're thanking you. It's a big love fest. Let's get that money rolling. Thanks so much, Jessica.
Bye, thank you.
Bye. And say hello to Matt Scooby. Miracle match time.
You say it this time. What do we got to start? The clock. The clock. Yeah, start the clock.
3-minute clock.
Yeah, okay, let's go. $10,000, Jessica. Huh? What are we doing?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say? I told you that in the last 2 hours, they come fast, they come furious.
That's right.
So again, if you donated so far, we can't thank you enough for that. But reach out to a couple of other people. Or if you're just tuning in, if you're sitting down and you've turned us on during the dinner hour here on Sunday night, we're after 5 o'clock, you're having your meal. I know you don't rule in our house, no phones at the table. Let's make an exception tonight in order to donate to CHEO. Right. You can call 613-730-CHEO, 613-730-2436 in order to donate right now to help everyone at CHEO.
That's right. Or you could go to CHEOTelethon.com, donate online. Any way that you want to give, we will accept your gift. It helps so much. It helps so many people. CHEO is helping like 500,000 families or patients per year.
And no amount is too small. If you think like, oh, I don't, $5, we can double it right now. Madison, tell us how much time they have left.
Only 2 minutes left. Please call now.
Madison's so polite.
I was gonna say she's
Please call
she's
now.
so cute. We're sitting at like you're yelling at you. Donate now. Madison's like 2 minutes with her beautiful
Please call
two.
now.
We can be more polite about that. And you
Please
know what?
call now.
Please call.
We'll take a page out of Madison's book.
Whether it's cardiology, whether it's mental health, the research that
Oncology.
continues at CHEO, there are so many different departments. 73,000 patients were involved in research last year alone. It's not just, it is about helping kids in and then, but it's about research, coming up with, finding the different ways that you're able to treat something, looking for other opportunities in order to find out, some of the diseases that we know about, some of them that we don't. Your dollars are helping to do that right now. So pick up the phone and call us if you can.
And CHEO's always stepping up to the plate, right? With the pandemic, they pivoted their research to assist with that. They came up with a drive-through where people come through and get tested, and they weren't necessarily turning away the teachers or adults that needed to get through that system as well.
You may have heard this voice. Kingston, how much time do we have?
There's only 1 minute left in this miracle match. Call now and be a hero for CHEO.
Kingston with his
coming through
with his cape, and you may have heard that. Kingston, thanks for doing all that voiceover work that your mom made you do. So you had to do it so many times, I know, but you know what? You're making a difference for the kids at CHEO, and we appreciate it, and we need everyone watching us right now to appreciate it too.
Yes.
Our virtual phone bank has gotten busy, which is always a good sign.
That's right.
When they're paying
$10,000.
right, when they're paying attention to something else and not to us or waving at us, that's a good thing. They're on the phones. $10,000 is how much we're matching up to for this 3-minute block alone. You have less than 20 seconds now. Be sure to get on the phone and call us right now. Thank you to Giant Tiger for this.
That's right. Thank you to Giant Tiger. $10,000 Miracle Match donations. We're doubling the money, folks. $5 turns into $10. $100 turns into $200. It doesn't get better than that. Someone else is helping you give.
Call right now to be able to do it. Again, our thanks to Giant Tiger for sponsoring this Miracle Match and for supporting CHEO for so long. Whew. Okay, we got more to come. Lots more. Stay tuned. Graham and Patricia.
Who is right? Nice job. Thanks, guys.
They're making me exhausted.
Yeah.
We're going to go back now to Leanne.
Thank you. So many companies in our community have a long history with CHEO, a history of gratitude for the healing and care children in this community receive. RE/MAX is celebrating 30 years of being a partner with the Children's Miracle Network and CHEO. Jason Pilon is an agent of record with RE/MAX. Mo Vacheres is a broker with RE/MAX. Both join us now. It's wonderful to have you here, gentlemen.
That's great to be here, Lan. Thank you for having us.
Tell us, if you would, Jason, what RE/MAX has been doing ongoing for our hospital.
RE/MAX offices and agents in Ottawa are proud of our support with CHEO. It's been a long-standing relationship. Each office and their associates raise money for CHEO through various fundraising efforts throughout the year. With the largest program being our Miracle program. The Miracle Home program is run in conjunction with the Children's Miracle Network. It's a simple yet impactful way for agents to make a difference, with proceeds from the sale and purchase of homes being donated directly to CHEO.
And a lot of homes have been sold. We have been in a record real estate boom. And Mo, if you would, hopefully I'll be able to stay on this chair. If you would, please let us know the total you've raised.
Well, through the generosity of our colleagues, we were able to raise $235,258.06.
That is incredible. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you to the entire RE/MAX team on behalf of CHEO. That is astonishing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good stuff, all of you. We want to go to our kid reporter now on CHEO's Research Institute and how it's promoting and accessing rather healthy active living for children.
Hi everyone, my name is Millen, kid reporter live on the set of the Research Institute at CHEO, and today I'm about to talk with Dr. Chaput on some of the research that he's doing with the HALO project. Hi Dr. Chaput, can you tell us a little bit about what the HALO project is and what you're working on?
Yeah, so the HALO group stands for Healthy Active Living and Obesity Research Group. And we do anything related to a healthy lifestyle, health promotion. So when you think about nutrition, physical activity, the effects of screen time on the brain, or sleep, or stress, even mental health is covered. So anything to promote a healthy lifestyle, keep kids healthy, so prevention in the first place, but also with those with disease or problem, we try to manage them, but also with the flavor of behaviors and healthy lifestyle.
And what do you think? You mentioned things like sleep and exercise and things like that. What do you think are the biggest benefits that kids or people of any age can get from doing those things regularly?
So I think pretty much everyone will say that moving is good for your health and eating well is good for your health. Your mom, your grandmother tells you that, I'm pretty sure. But I think in recent years, there's other factors that we're not taking into account. So when we talk about health, we talk about eat well and you have to move. But things like sleep, for example, we tend to sacrifice a lot sleep in our lives for different reasons, too much screen time late at night, or it can be a sleep problem. And we realize that those that lack sleep tend to gain more weight over time because they eat more. They move less because they feel more tired, and they tend to sit less and engage in more screen time. So there's a lot of health problems associated with lack of sleep.
Yeah, that's good. And so when people donate to CHEO, like I'm sure a lot of people watching this will be, how does that help fund different projects like yours?
It helps a big team because you can start new lines of research, you can hire staff, you can buy equipment. So it makes a big difference because we're really struggling. Money is tight with the government. There's not a lot of funding for that. So I think the more money we can get, the more we can understand the problem and the more we can offer solutions and better treatment to people so that they can have a normal life.
Another great snapshot. Nice to see that.
And a little like us at the end of the show when the balloons come down,
That's
sending
right.
off the beach balls.
That's right.
Good stuff.
Let's head to Leanne Cusack again. Leanne?
Thank you. If you bought a house this past year, you may be involved in this give during this staggering time in real estate sales. The Mortgage Approvals Ottawa team was thinking of CHEO. Adil Rahman joins us now. He's one of the owners, and we have friends as well. Right, Adil?
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks for having me today, and we're more than just excited to be part of this. It's our second annual golf tournament, and being part of this with CHEO, it just bless us in our hearts. We are a team of about 75 people here working, and we've all been related or affected one way or the other. So to give back is essentially what we want to do for CHEO.
Well, Adil, this is quite the golf event, and this is quite the give. CHEO Bear is really, really excited. You have brought along a check for how much?
I'm happy to report and collective as the team that we raised over $84,000 for CHEO.
That is absolutely incredible, and we are steeped in gratitude, and CHEO Bear is doing a happy dance as well. Thank you very much to Adil and the rest of the team.
Thank you.
All right, thank you both. Well, there are many community events out there that help CHEO,
including the CHEO Barbecue, a family favorite.
We want to go to Jackie Perez now, who is standing by live. Jackie?
Thanks so much, Patricia and Graham. That's right, the CHEO Barbecue. It's a volunteer-led event that's taking place June 11 and June 12. You can see a little bit of my grill skills here. Not the greatest, though that's okay. We're going to bring in Kimberly here, Kimberly St. Hill. This year, very special year, celebrating 30 years. Tell us about the relationship with CHEO.
So over the past 30 years, we've raised almost $700,000 to $800,000. This year is a really special year. CP Rails matching our donation up to $15,000. So ideally, $30K for our 30th anniversary.
30 for 30. I love it. Now, what are ways that people can participate? It's grilling, but there's other ways as well.
That's right. If grilling is not your thing, that's okay. If 5K running is, we've got a great deal. So online at cheobbq.com, you can sign up for a 5K anytime during the month of June, and we'll mail you a bib and a special 30th anniversary ribbon as well.
Absolutely amazing. Again, every dollar counts. Every dollar goes a long way for CHEO. As well, there are other ways to donate. Very flexible this year because it is virtual, the barbecue, because in previous years it was in person.
That's right. Fortunately, we're able to still have everybody in the community brought together, and it's barbecuing your way, however you want. So show us your grill skills, tag us online at CHEO BBQ. And in addition, if you wanted to participate, but prep work is not your thing, I know you mentioned it's not really up your alley, so you can order from Meetings Barbecue. They've put together a wonderful CHEO barbecue kit for us for $80, and then $10 goes right back to CHEO Barbecue.
All right, now very quickly, you've created your own grill here. What are some of your favorite items here? I'm just going to get out of the way for Ian to see.
So some of my personal faves are pineapple with some cinnamon, grilled watermelon, and then taking a cast iron with marshmallows, some chocolate, and then some graham crackers on top. It's like a s'mores dip. It doesn't get much better than that.
And anyone can do this at home, and it is a great way to be part of the CHEO barbecue community. And you can't finish off this event without donating, participating, going for a run, going for a grill, and of course, taking that selfie because you do want to see the community come together, correct?
Of course, we want to see everyone together in your own way.
All right, we're going to take it back to studio as we enjoy this barbecue. See you guys later.
That's great, Jackie. Thanks so much. Fruit on the grill. That looked fantastic.
Looks good.
Yeah.
I'll do the barbecue, you do the 5K.
No, you like to run. You can do the 5K.
We're going to go back to Leanne now. Leanne.
This is such an incredible day for CHEO to celebrate those who work there, the healing that takes place. The team at Farm Boy appreciates the role that CHEO plays in our community. Here to talk about that relationship is Liana Tambay, who's the marketing coordinator of community engagement. Lovely to see you, Liana.
Hi, lovely to see you too.
How did you at Farm Boy raise this money?
So we did our annual coupons for kids. It's the 10th year. So it's a little booklet that includes a whole bunch of coupons for Farm Boy's favorite products, and every $10 that is used to purchase this book is donated directly to the foundation.
That is incredible. So each and every time you bite into a butter tart, you can actually know that you're supporting CHEO?
Exactly. You are helping the children in your community.
Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for the work that Farm Boy does throughout the year. We're gratitude-filled and butter tart-filled. You've brought along a check for
$95,950.
Oh my heavens. That is, I think, the most delicious thing I have heard in a long time. Thank you. It's a Farm Boy day, so let's give the CHEO away. Really appreciate it, Leanna. Amazing.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
Incredible Farm Boy Day. Thank you. Well, CHEO makes every effort to make a child or youth's experience in hospital as positive as possible.
Combining play and care is the idea behind Child Life Specialists. Here's a look behind the scenes.
Hi, I'm Manon from Child Life at CHEO. Doing medical play with patients often will help them cope better during the procedure. We prepare patients for all sorts of different medical procedures, whether it would be simple blood work, a vaccine, or surgeries. Today, Lily and I went over some of the procedures that she often has to go through. The reason we do that is often to help a patient understand what's going to happen and to also build a coping plan. And so therefore, they can actually deal better with the procedure. Patients will often use language that is appropriate. They often think that there is a needle that stays in their arm. And so we go over that myth and just telling them that it's a little straw. And so sometimes that little straw is like from a juice box, so it's very flexible, so there's no needles. So today we did an IV on our dog because often we need to give some medication, and then we went for the MRI. So with the use of our iPads, we actually have a program that reenacts, so then they get to see what the noises of the MRI will do. And so sometimes we'll talk also about like things that they can do to help the procedure go better.
Great way to explain things, right?
Yeah. You know, when I think about what I might do if I wasn't here, when I first heard about a child life specialist, I thought that is a job I would love. I think it's really amazing. I didn't know it existed for years and years, and yeah, it's an incredible thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are going to go back to Leanne now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now to Christmas in June, a magical event at the Fairmont Chateau Laurier that kicks off the holiday season by wrapping CHEO in a dazzling, tinsel-laden hug. Geneviève Dumas is the general manager at the Fairmont Chateau Laurier. Lovely to have you here, Geneviève, to talk about Trees of Hope for CHEO.
Trees of Hope for CHEO at the Fairmont Chateau Laurier is an amazing event. We have 30 local businesses sponsoring a tree, decorating the tree, and then we invite everybody to come and visit a tree, vote, and donate for CHEO. That all these years together, 24 years, remitted $1.2 million to CHEO. So again, for the 25th edition, we invite you to come again.
Oh, so incredible. $1.2 million over so many years. And well, I just have to say you have not disappointed, because this year your gift to the hospital is
$89,604 for CHEO, and we look again seeing you for the 25th edition.
That is so wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Trees of Hope, another amazing, amazing charity. Wonderful.
Getting a little bit of Christmas content in here.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
That. And we are going to keep Leanne working right now. We're going right back to you, Leanne.
At CHEO, there are many races every day. Races for cures, for treatments, races for emergency care. RBC is the wind at CHEO's back in many of those races with a race of its own. Joining us is Marjolaine Houdon, who is the regional president for Ontario North and East at RBC. It is always such a pleasure to see you, Marjolaine. Bienvenue. Tell us, if you would, about Race for the Kids.
Well, you know that RBC has been a strong supporter at CHEO for many, many years. And over the last 5 years, we've had RBC Race for the Kids. We've raised almost $2.3 million to support youth mental health programs at CHEO.
And of course, that is so critical at this time. And you are there to answer the need. You've raised such a significant amount. And this year you have brought along a check for how much?
Big check for almost $720,000.
We've been hearing throughout this telethon, Marjolaine, how that money will be used to help youth mental health. Thank you so very much. And I know you have a live event this year in September, and you're welcoming everyone.
September 25th, Wesley Glover Park. The information is all online. Please join us for a great cause.
Merci beaucoup. Un grand plaisir. Thank you so much. $717,000 plus. Wow.
You said I like running. What I actually like is to be out at events like that and watch other people run, and we will be there in September.
Fabulous, and an amazing event and an amazing number. We're going to head to Matt and the phone bank right now. Matt?
The checks just are rolling in, Graham and Patricia. We talked about some of those numbers. Just fantastic. Oh, and I'm looking forward to seeing our total here at the end. But you know what? Don't forget, no donation is too small. It's wonderful for the big events and the big companies to be able to do this, but your dollars count, every single one of them. So you still have time to call us. We are approaching our final hour. We have another miracle match coming up here shortly. So get on the phone, or at least get ready to get on the phone. Let's say it that way. You can also jump online. Don't forget CHEOTelethon.com. We're standing by. We're ready. Graham and Patricia.
All right, thank you very much. Matt, we'll talk to you again in just a little bit. He's ready. We want to share this story with you. As a child, Jacob Rosser navigated some very difficult times, struggling with a challenging mental health issue. He and his family turned to CHEO for help.
Today, Jacob's graduating high school, excited about the world around him and his future. Here's Joel Haslam.
This is my dream pet right here.
Everyone has a favorite place.
Red tegus are one of my favorite animals on Earth.
Jacob Rossers is here.
I get to interact with some of my favorite animals on the whole planet. I love holding snakes.
This refuge for reptiles and other wild creatures is also a sanctuary for Jacob.
Snakes aren't really smart, but they can sense emotion.
Oh, this is like a second home to him.
He's going to eat it from you, okay?
A haven where life feels familiar and calm.
Yeah, he's a huge one. He's like a Sherman tank, another history fact.
We went through a very dark period, and Jacob just felt so connected to these animals. And the people at Little Rays were just phenomenal in terms of giving him that space to feel comfortable.
That dark period began during Jacob's childhood. His struggles with mental health, overwhelming.
All these challenges just mounted, and he had a really big, great breakdown. It was a complete mental breakdown.
Jacob developed obsessive-compulsive disorder. Among a lengthy list of fears, being touched by anyone but his mom.
A rapid descent into behaviors that were just made no sense.
A young boy increasingly out of reach to those around him.
It was just dizzying for the whole family.
Desperate for answers and help, they felt the comforting embrace of CHEO.
The psychiatric team there is just phenomenal, and Dr. Chang was our lifeline, and I don't know what we would have done without him.
Jacob, can't believe it's been such a long time. Jacob is a youth who's neurodivergent. His brain is wired differently, built differently. It views the world and perceives the world in a different way than so-called neurotypical people, the rest of us.
Thank you so much for everything.
Dr. Chang would give focus to Jacob's strengths and passions, encouraging family, friends, and caregivers to be understanding of his challenges.
Jacob didn't ask to have a nervous system that's different, and so we have to change our environment to be a better fit for him. The most important thing we can do is help that person meet their full potential. You're in with little Ray's there.
He understood me, and he basically was able to read my mind perfectly.
Jacob took part in CHEO's Steps to Success Day program, equipped with tools and strategies to live and learn among others in the outside world. Jacob flourished.
I'm very close to graduating now, but 5 years ago, without the help of CHEO, I probably would not be in the path I am today. Gentle.
Here at Little Ray's, Jacob completed a co-op, became a valued volunteer, began sharing his gifts with others.
One of the guests walked past and was speaking in French, and Jacob immediately just opened up to these people as if he'd known them for years and just told them all the stuff in French about these animals, and took one of the tour guys that was with me, just stood back and let him go on, and the people just loved it. It was actually an amazing thing to see happen.
I know, he's huge.
None of it possible, says Jacob, without CHEO.
It healed me when I needed it the most.
I'm speechless. You know, we didn't really think that he could come this far. Jacob is who he is, his beautiful self today, because of the care we got at CHEO.
Sometimes we just need to be seen for who we are.
Understanding one another is the key to that.
Understanding that a young man's differences may be his greatest strength. A gift to the world.
People like Jacob are like orchids. Not easy to grow, right? But if you can find that right combination, then kids like Jacob are capable of blooming spectacularly.
And we are thrilled to have Jacob and his mom, Jennifer, join us now. Thanks to both of you for sharing your story. Jennifer, when you see that, what do you think about it?
It's wonderful to see exactly just the progress that Jacob has made over the years, thanks to the care at CHEO. And, you know, to see him today sitting here ready to take on the world because of the courage and the confidence that they have given him through their exquisite care is nothing short of breathtaking. It's wonderful.
What do you think, Jacob, when you see that?
It actually made me cry when I saw it for the first time because of numerous times that I'm amazed how CHEO got me here, because CHEO is the reason I'm here, and I'm just amazed, and I just hope that it continues to get better.
Help other kids.
Yeah.
I noticed your doctor described you as an orchid. I thought that was a really good description of your journey, really. How important was that relationship with him?
It was incredibly important. Like I said, he could read my mind, and it was basically the best psychologist patient relationship I could possibly think of that comes to mind. It's the best one I could think of.
Mm-hmm. He was very supportive. Dr. Cheng was supportive every step of the way. Best psychiatrist.
Yeah. And Jennifer, this is a very positive story, obviously, an outcome. But we all have those darker moments. Can you take me back as a parent to those moments? And what did it feel like? Was there a way out? Did you feel like you were grasping at things?
Oh, absolutely. In those early days, it's like you're hit with a Mack truck and you have no idea. It's a dizzying descent into not understanding what's causing it, how to handle it.
Or just basically the Battle of Britain in a nutshell for people who had to survive the bombings.
Jacob likes to call it the blitzkrieg in his brain, and I think it was a very similar situation for the family, actually, to deal with all that. And when we got to CHEO to start to decipher the causes and to create a toolbox for Jacob to deal when he was confronted with situations and challenges that were very, very difficult. And so CHEO was a critical component in creating that toolbox.
It literally
saved our lives, really.
It saved our lives numerous times.
And Jacob, just quickly, literally, you were feeling the blitzkrieg and no one else was, and it must have been incredibly frustrating to go through it and have to explain it or try to explain it.
Yeah, I still have a hard time describing it, but I without CHEO, I probably wouldn't be able to explain it. And in ways, they were the lend lease that that saved my soul in a way, or life numerous times. They were the lend lease that saved me.
Wow. Thank you both. Thank you both very much. That's a wonderful way to.
Pleasure. No, thank you. And thank you. Thanks to CHEO and Dr. Chang and the whole team. And we're very grateful to them. Gratitude is the only word we can think of.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Dr. Chang's flower analogy that most kids are tulips and they grow well despite us, but some are orchids and they need that really specialized care, and it's frustrating and tough, but then at the end of it, you have a beautiful orchid. Really spoke to me, and I love that he mentioned that there. It's a beautiful story, beautiful ending.
Yeah. Let's head to our miracle match again.
This miracle match is sponsored by Wired Synergy.
All right, Stefan Keys, you're back up.
We are back. Wired Synergy was founded in 2006 by the father and son duo Andre and Rosh Picknell. The very definition of synergy is the potential of people being more successful by working together, and that is why Wired Synergy is supporting the CHEO Telethon. Donations up to $10,000 will be matched to ensure the team at CHEO has what they need to continue to care for families that rely on them. Thank you, Wired Synergy. And we just heard from Jacob and his mom. I don't know if you need more of a reason than that story right there. When you hear him talk about the relationship with his doctor, he said it was like he could read my mind.
Yeah.
When you're having struggles or trying to express what you're going through, and to have that type of relationship, that's awesome.
Let's start the clock too, shall we? And it certainly is. And being able to have those analogies, to make those connections, to have a way to explain it.
Yes.
It's so difficult for some kids, especially like Jacob, in order to try to explain it. You just heard he still struggles with it on a day-to-day basis, but you can help.
That's right.
Whether it's Jacob or other kids, to be able to have an impact, to be able to help explain what they're going through. Your dollars are going to help do that. Call 613-730-CHEO. That's 613-730-2436 right now. Jump on CHEOTelethon.com if you want, if you don't have the phone conversation, but the virtual phone bank lighting up. This is one of our final miracle matches. We are doubling your donations for the next 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Ooh, double up, double. As we talked about too, you can have your impact made right now. If you're just tuning in, again, I know it's around dinner time or maybe expecting the news. No news. The better news for you, you can help donate right now to be able to do that. How much time do we have left?
How much time?
2 minutes left to donate in the miracle match.
And she slides by on the skateboard. Yeah, 2 minutes left. Okay, ready? Hold on. You ready?
What are you doing?
Hold.
You're wrecking the place.
No, it's okay.
Again.
Hold. Here, ready?
I don't know what
we're going to spell it out. Hold this one too. This one too. Okay, so the number to call.
I only have so many hands.
In case you've missed it, and you've missed it all day, it's 613-730-CHEO. 613-730. That's 2436. We're going to put them back. I promise to. I'm sorry. I'm not going to actually wreck everything, but we'll put it back
He's
down.
already wrecked everything, but that doesn't matter. You can fix things by donating. We will double the money. Call 613-730-CHEO. We spelled it out for you. It doesn't get easier than that.
No, it's easy. It's just grab your phone, sitting where you are right now. Grab the phone, do it. Okay, put them back. Here, switch buttons.
I have to put them back
Yeah,
now.
you got to put
After
them back.
you wrecked it, I got to fix it.
Yes, you do. You have to do that. That's
This
okay.
is how we live in real life, though, by the way.
This is what happens. As he puts those back, Eric, can you let us know how much time we have left here in this miracle match?
Us kids at CHEO appreciate you. It's more than you know. With 1 minute left in this miracle match, call now and help us kids live our best lives.
I love
Living
that
the
so
best
much.
lives.
Best lives, when no matter what it was. My little guy Asher, marshmallows, roasted marshmallows. We're just in Thunder Bay. Loves that. Eric's having some marshmallows. Enjoy your treats, but you know what? You know what would be a treat to every kid at CHEO is if you picked up the phone right now and called and donated. Wired Synergy is sponsoring for the next 40 seconds or so the chance for you to double your donation and have your impact.
It goes by very quickly. You just have to think about what you've gone through during the pandemic. Think about CHEO staff. They've been there every day, every step of the way, trying to be there for you as well as their own families, and working probably picking up the slack for the Omicron wave that went through their staffing as well.
Right, as we talked too about, 2.5 times when it comes to kids in 2.5 ICUs for different, having to have different patients in different places. It takes so much effort, and all of you have been wonderful so far today. Those names across the bottom of the screen, the number is going to be huge here in a second, I know it. Again, we have to thank Wired Synergy for sponsoring this $10,000 Miracle Match. Thanks to everyone that stay on the line too to get your donation in.
That's right. Keep them busy, folks.
Right.
Keep them busy.
Grandma Patricia.
All right, guys, thanks.
Matt's mom was a principal, right?
Yes.
She had to be.
Yes.
Yeah, to keep him in line.
Keep
just
him in
destroying
line.
the place.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to check our numbers with just another hour to go here in the telethon. This is going to be big.
We have had some very big checks. We're going to see what the tally is now. Last, we were well on our way towards north of 5 million. Look at this, they're much higher than 5. Look at this.
Up to over $6
million.
The $6 million telethon so far, but we're not done yet.
Yeah, fantastic. A great finish is heading our way. Time for a quick break.
But first, a message from Michaela.
And clap at the same time.
For CHEO?
Yeah.
Can we blow kisses, clap, and say thank you to CHEO?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll blow kisses first. Blow kisses first. And then we'll clap. And then we'll say a big thank you to CHEO. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, CHEO. Say thank you, CHEO.
Thank you. Thank you for all of my awesome doctors at CHEO. This hour of the CHEO Telethon is brought to you by La Una.
Forever CHEO is a program that helps donors express their values while creating a legacy that will support CHEO for generations to come.
Now, William Hamilton's story is where this story really gathers momentum because he was born with very serious physical disabilities.
Peter Harl made a gift of securities that will benefit CHEO long into the future.
You know, if only the kind of rehabilitation capabilities that existed when Bill was going through his childhood and youth in the 20s and 30s, what a difference a CHEO could have made for his life, even though he was so successful. They became an inspiration to me to focus on the children of CHEO today and try and ensure that they get the therapies that they need for the best possible lives that they can live to their fullest possible potential.
Donate if you can. Monthly giving is one of the easiest ways to make a daily impact and help children and youth at CHEO. Consider becoming a monthly donor today, and Canadian Pacific will match your donation up to $20,000. Call now or make your donation online at CHEOTelethon.com to become a hero for CHEO. Families can count on CHEO because CHEO can count on you.